Hey guys, it is me, RosyGold, here with my first video, and I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous at the same time because I've tried to record this and ran out of data on my phone, which is what I'm using now. I ran out of something on my camera here, and it broke, and now it won't work. So, yeah. It got stuck automatically turning off every 3 seconds or something. Won't work. Not gonna get it fixed. Rather buy a new one. It's old anyways. So as my first video here, I'm gonna say a few things. I have this little notepad here because I like to be organized even though I'm not that good at it yet. And I'm just going to have a little bit of notes here so in case I stumble, I know where to pick right back up. So I'm also gonna say, yeah, I know my hair. Poof, I get that a lot. I don't know. I'm gonna say that I, suck at speech messed up already. When I am recording, when I'm in front of people, like a presentation, I always mess up on speech when I'm super nervous. So I'm sorry if I do stuff like that. Just happens. I'll get better over time, as you know. That happens to a lot of people. I also want to say I'm sorry if I say the saying, you know me, like if I said, you know me, I like to do this. I'm sorry if I say that. It's just something I do because I'm used to being around people who know me. So, used to doing that. We'll get to know each other over time. I just want to say, probably going to get interrupted. I'll take care of that in the future. But people like to come through my door over there. And they like to talk to me. It's my family, of course, but they just say stuff sometimes I really don't care. And though I care about most of it, they just barge right in. Gets annoying. Next, my dog might bark or something. Barks at everything out that window. And it gets annoying. I'll try to make her quiet. I'll pause the video. Probably look messy, but it's okay. So I'm gonna get into my first topic. I'm going to be doing a little get to know me thing. Just going over a few things that I like, giving a few reviews on things that I like and stuff like that. And so let's get right into it. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't like reading, and I really understand that. In the 4th grade, I hated reading. I refused to read, and it really made me miss that connection. I just felt like I was missing something. Now older, I really just love reading. I feel like in order to read, you need to find a topic that you like. And for me, I've done that. I really enjoy reading fantasy and reading stuff like YouTuber books. They're just so inspirational. I don't know how you say that. And they just really bring a tale that I can relate to. Now, I'm going to tell you about this first one that I've got. This week, I've pre-ordered 5 books. I've gotten Zoella's book, Girl Online. I've gotten Girl Online 2. I've gotten the new Warrior book, Vision of Shadows. I've gotten Tyler Oakley's book, and I've pre-ordered Casper Lee's book for when it comes out at the end of March. So I was reading Girl Online, which I'll grab right here. This book has to be one of the best things I have read so far. I really don't understand, though, because I was looking at the reviews, and I was very hesitant to buy this because it came in a set of 3 with the second book and Tyler Oakley's book, and I really wanted Tyler Oakley's book and Zoella's because I love Zoella. But all the comments for Zoella's book was saying it was horrible, there was no storyline, it was boring, you couldn't relate to it. And that's the thing I don't understand. This book, I can relate perfectly to. Maybe it's just because of what I've gone through in life. Like, I haven't even gone through that much. But I can relate to this book so much, and it has to be, like, it's so interesting, I can't put it down when I start reading it. Like, I've only been reading this for a day, and I'm on page 124, and I've probably only read this for, like, 30 minutes. So either it says that I'm a really fast reader, or this book is really good. So I'm just gonna say I have the second one right here. Haven't started it. Just got these books on Friday. So, no, I just started reading those. I got Binge by Tyler Oakley. Haven't started reading that either. Went for Zoe's book. I was gonna say Zoella, but I said Zoe. Zoe's book first. So this is a new Warriors book. Warriors has to be Warriors has to be one of the biggest like changes in my life. I hated reading last year. I didn't want to read anything, and I used to get in trouble all the time for not having a book to read in class. My teacher was sick of me having to use their books, and he told me to pick one friend and go down to the library with them, and they were going to find me a book. I didn't like this, and I didn't really have friends back then, last year. And so I went with this random person that my teacher picked, and she gave me a Warriors book. I didn't want this book. I was completely dreadful about reading it. I never read it at home, never brought it home, forgot to bring it to class. And then one day my friend said, just give it a try. I'll give you $1 if you give it a try, and you tell me if you like it or not. I'll go pick you a different book if you don't. I gotta say, I read the entire series. That's the first 6 books in the first series. First 6 books in the second series. Well, there's only 6 books per series. Third series, 6 books. Fourth series, 6 books. Fifth series, which is starting this, 1 book. I've pretty much read almost all the books in the Warrior series. This series has to be like, I guess if you hate cats, you're not gonna like this. It's about cats, but I mean, it's still really entertaining for me. I don't know. I just got this book today. It's The School of Good and Evil. Never touched it, never really looked at it before. But I figured, why not give it a try? Oh, that's really good. Okay. So another big thing that has been in my life has been video games. So the first console I ever had was the Wii. And the Wii used to be like the big thing. If you didn't have a Wii, you weren't cool when I was in like 3rd grade. And you needed to have a Wii. You need to play the games, you need to play Mario, you need to play Mario Kart. We'd have tournaments and stuff. And if you didn't play, you weren't cool. So I got one. We got one for my house, and literally life-changing. So now, about 5 years later, not really, long time later, I got the Wii U. And I gotta say, I love these games. Yeah, I know, you're probably thinking, what are you, a child? You play Wii U games? Honestly, these have to be so much fun. I buy the new games every time it comes out. This came out last Friday, or 2 Fridays ago, and I bought it the day it came out. This game, really hard, but really fun, really entertaining. This game, I have no idea when this came out actually, but I'm pretty sure it's not that old, and I can't find when it came out. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this game is not very old, and I love this game. I play it all the time. I have my own Wii U. Pretty much the best $300 I've ever spent. So another big thing about my life is I love to draw. I draw all the time in classes. My best reports from classes probably come from the artwork assignments they assigned us. I'm kind of mad that I didn't take art in school, but I need Spanish and I love choir. So I have this back here. These are very fun. These are adult coloring books. I have an animal one, but it's at school. Whoops. They're pretty. These are so hard to color, but they're probably the most fun thing to do on a rainy day. I also got this. This is giant Sharpie wheel. I don't know, all the stuff back there. I have so much art stuff. If I went through it, it'd probably take an hour. These have to be one of my favorite things. Sorry about the noise. There's like 20 more of these, but these are super good colored pencils. If I were to show, I couldn't show you them all, but these are super good colored pencils, and it was like $30 for a 48 pack. So I know you're probably thinking rip off, or you're either thinking what a deal if you know how expensive good colored pencils can actually get. I love them. They work. Sometimes you have to press a little bit harder on them to get the color you're looking for. Sorry if I mess with my hair. So, yeah. Okay, so the next thing doesn't really say anything about me, I guess. Other than that, even though I'm smart. Yeah, I'd say smart. I don't know. I don't think you can say how smart you are, because there's always going to be someone who's better than you, and there's always going to be someone who is not as good as you. So you really can't decide how good you are in a saying, but that has nothing to do with this. So I was so bored, and I've had this little package of sunflowers sitting in my room for like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, from a Valentine's Day thing that our teacher gave us. And I was like, I have no idea what to do with this. These giant mammoth sunflowers, and I never have time in the summer because it's like the busiest time for me. So I decided to plant them today. And I think there is something wrong with me because I look at these constantly and think, nothing has sprouted yet. There's nothing there. Where's the plant? I planted these an hour ago. And some part of me says, there's going to be a plant in there. Reason why? No idea. Maybe you guys can tell me why this happens to me, but I'll see you next time on Rosy Gold.